carries at the moment, I'd say he's going to win them this game because it does look like an incredibly free Slark game, and they can kind of enable him as well with the Grimstroke just a little bit. Give him that Inkswell, let him run in, maybe get a pick off, and then look to get out. But this Mars is really the issue for me. I'm actually quite a big fan of the last pick because you can look to, if you can scale. Stop me. And I was even considering about running up as well and trying to snipe that one away. So this matchup should, like, Zeus is going to feel very comfortable in this matchup. You've always got the Arc Light, so the Heavenly Jump to be able to reposition, but Analog will farm as well. Like, anyone into a Zeus matchup is going to get all the farm they would ever hope for.
The thing is, though, I feel like Batrider is one of those heroes that you're shoving out the lane as the Zeus, and Zeus isn't one of those heroes anymore that could just go to the small camp and pick up that farm when he's looking to do that. So I feel like the Zeus matchup isn't quite as good as it used to be.
Okay.
Looking at a little bit of a dive/pull that's going on here by Theolacor, just trying to disrupt things on the top side. But I really want to see them try to get RM stacking up a few of these camps for the Zeus inside of the Dire jungle. Again, that's one of the big strengths of playing on the Dire side, right? Is that you're able to accelerate your farm, especially on someone like the Zeus that's going to be maxing out that Arc Lightning super early.
And I do wonder how Mad Kings are going to look to play this top lane in particular. Like, if Adrian at the moment has an Orb of Corrosion queued up after the treads, if he's going to want to go for this a little bit earlier, play the... actually, okay, Mad Kings, they are going to look to defend this, but their supports are such low levels. RM, along with Pablo, only level 4 at the moment, so this is not going to be an easy tower to defend. This Analog gives him the information required to take this fight. Pops the smokes, and they're going to reposition. Now they can consider about jumping back in if they see an opening.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Maybe clip the creep wave.
Dire structures.
Why not? Just take the tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
She's going to show up too. He's going to be cautious because Dark Guarding's wrapping around. A bit of damage onto Vitaly at the moment. He's going to miss the spear, but the arena does hold multiple people back, but it looks like there'll be no follow-up. Guarding, unfortunately, there's no creeps there to find the hook, so Arzem can find his second duel victory of the game.
Pretty big missed spear there by Vitaly. I mean, you saw the Slark just having used his Dark Pact and completely whiffs on it. So, an amazing way to be able to keep extending that lead that they've got. It's already a 5k advantage at the 12-minute mark. Corp doing his best to,
of course,
goes later with the haste rune. Basically the only thing that would have brought him to safety.
Continue to go up to the north. It doesn't look like they are. Play by their ward, maybe seeing if he's farming back. RM has run into the clockwork, and yep, again, another free kill. They'll use the Thunder Gods for it, maybe just wanting to see if anyone else is behind. They're going to go for Lumiere.
Yeah, the vision. Thunder Gods showed that he was there, hiding up onto the top side. That spot to the top left there, that's called the Ana spot, by the way. Seb was telling me that one back at Gamers 8, the event, because that's always seems to be where he's hiding when he wants to be out on the map but not revealing too much.
The Ana spot, okay. I am a little bit concerned on how Mad Kings are going to be able to fight once Lumiere gets his Skadi. I think once he completes his next item, we're just going to see Hokori group up, and Dire will be lacking a lot of damage, and I am worried about how they can take these 5-on-5 fights. Like, they're looking okay at the moment because Dire, when the Grimstroke respawns.
Yeah, absolutely. Entirely. No vision on the high ground. They're run up. Adrian sees them.
They didn't know the monster to blink. They're going to push him down to the low ground. Adrian just gets the ultimate off, but he's stuck inside the cogs in the arena. There's going to be no escape from the Slark because now the double damage from Medusa will just charge out another member on Mad Kings. They get the victory onto the Marcy, and now they can go back and take Roshan after multiple kills.
It actually gives the bonus damage as well from the talent to the other person if they get dueled. So Marcy's got plus 28 damage. Love to see it. Also, Theolacor, that you've got that extra 28 damage as well. Plus the Unleash, you are a significant damage source in a lot of these team fights.
Yeah, 28 damage is no joke for a Marcy. Like, this is really scary now. The positioning from the Grimstroke, maybe you've got to be worried about. Even the Zeus. Like, you already have a Batrider and Mars well, Clockwork for that matter, that's going to be on top of you. Now you got a Marcy as well, so he's up to 33.
A slot. Maybe you could do that if you also have the Inkswell onto the LC, just for a little bit of that extra regen that's looking to come through.
Lasso onto the Ember.
Oh, hit they found. It's just Ember.
But it is with Roshoff is incredibly big, so now it's going to be able to secure this one. Adrian, he bought out as well. He's gone for the Skadi instead. Gonna look to smoke instantly. So they got the Aghanim Shard onto Analog, Aegis onto Lumineer.
We want to make sure
Bottom lane, they see the Legion under the ward. Look at this.
No.
He's gonna farm another wave. Not like this. Arzen. Nothing he can do. An incredible move, but that's all set up thanks to the support's wards. One pick off on the Ember, and now another pick off onto the Legion. At least he's got a buyback, and you see instantly Mad Kings are going to look to try and get top and mid shoved out.
Going into the Aghanim Scepter next on the Medusa. So, I mean, I know they gave the Aghanim Shard over to Analog, but it really does feel like combination would have been really successful just in case they went for that play you were talking about. You know, the duel into all of that damage. It would have resisted a lot that was coming back their way because of the Mystic Snake getting sent back into the LC.
They might jump Pablo straight away if Vitali's in a position.
Dire's bottom tower.
I see an angle, and now Lumia can siege freely. The help coming through from the damage from the Marcy, and look at it just rip apart.
Very cool. This is why I was saying you need to deal with Marcy in particular. She is the one that's doing so much to enable Lumiere just with that use of the...
On where Hokori are playing.
Oh no, you can't go forward like this.
They see him. Analog's in, no hesitation with getting the lasso onto the Zeus. We were just mentioning that his positioning had to be incredible. He's down for 80 without a buyback.
The ward, but not when you've just bought out, not when you've got no capability of rejoining the team fight if it doesn't go perfectly to plan. Just a missed hook on the top side is gonna RM's life briefly, although Lumiere, he's just freaking into the base.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He knows how strong he is. Once again, playing around that Aegis. Forces the glyph out, and that's a pretty significant glyph usage, right? Bottom tier 3 already gone. Just keep on pushing. They're not going to have another one until the end of the game, and they might have even got a glimpse of what the Zeus had bought out previously. They probably know that he doesn't have
Look at Gardic. The smoke pop, they know someone's in the tree line. They have to know.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Gardic's gonna be okay. Yeah, they're starting to ping. There we go. There we go. They scan, but he's chilling. He's got a jetpack, fly out of the map, and
Radiant are scanning.
unless Adrian goes for another pounce, he won't find.
Longest TP of all time.
Oh, I was gonna say, did he cancel it? What was going on?
Long TP. DD bot. I mean, did they need anything?
Walk it down. Megas.
Just got Aegis. It's fine. Do you have time to get level 25? Doesn't seem like they want it. Look to just go the full wraparound, push in the bottom lane, and it's like that's exactly the strat for them. A jetpack, perhaps, for a little bit of extra vision.
Good luck avoiding the Medusa. You have to kill everyone else, and look at the arena! Exploded. Catching the Zeus. It's all going to be off the back of Adrian if he can turn this team fight around. To stone. They get 2 key cores, and that'll be all she wrote.
Together with it, of course, you've got yourself and your sharpshooter, Pop, Sonic Wave, Ember Spirit even, able to deal a decent amount of
Adrian's in some trouble. Oh, not another death on the Templar Assassin. And now RM might be in a pickle too. They're wanting to dive out of the tower. I don't see what's going to stop them. Theolocor can tank up, Vitalik can tank up as well. They don't have some Spirit Siphon charges. Ember's going to TP down, but he'll be too late, and they might just turn to Pablo. I don't think they're too worried about an Ember Spirit. TA's going to look to respawn and now help out with the damage. They'll finally kill off Theolocor. Now Vitali stuck in from the creep, so Adrian gets a much needed kill with a streak going to the TA.
Got the EXO available if they wanted to. They're going to clear out the siege creep. Analog putting himself right in the center of the creep wave, and Tali wants, this can be another tower threat.
Is under attack.
No glyph available, so mid tower, we know how important it is to be able to protect when you've got a TA lineup.
Oh, they got the stun. Theolacor. A big kill onto Arzim. That's a lot of their burst potential, but he's going to have to use Sharpshooter defensively, and he won't even escape. Vitali chases him down. The Tombstone off to the right side, protecting Hokori and further enabling their control through the mid lane.
And doing his best to try and push up onto this top side, keep the siege creep alive. TP's coming through, has to be very careful. Caught out by this big rotation. I'll be there in time, trying to stay up here for as long as possible. And just be not running at them for as long as possible, then that's going to be a big win. But you don't want an Adrian to be the space creator. You are the one that needs to use the space and really accelerate that farm that you're getting. Because right now, not enough. So he's got the full Dragon Lance at least. That feels kind of nice, especially early on against this Pudge. Quite
great positioning out of the supports. Gardick's going to be able to pop the smoke. Should be able to get back to the tower. They're going to go for this. I don't think you can take this fight now on Mad Kings. You'll kill the Undying. There's no TPs coming down just yet. They'll even use the feed. Now it's just not the potential of you to have to get Sonic Wave and Sharpshooter blow at one. You could get another kill as well if they're not cautious on Hokori. As we see Mad Kings feeling strong. Look at the backline. Look at Arm's positioning. I think they scouted out the Bane. They'll look to try and TP out and look, we'll be able to stop that in his tracks.
Good note that they've got a ward up here as well. They have been doing an exceptional job on the supports with their positioning on Hokori. Almost every single one of these smokes has been completely scouted out with just some great positioning by Gardick to be able to block it, to be able to protect their core. They know that Lumiere is the one that they need to.
Hokori, they're ready. They get the Queen of Pain, but the instant use of the BKB, the Dismember's out. He's able to find a blink down to the south. The Sonic Wave's going to be utilized as well, but Adrian's not in the middle. The zombie slow is preventing the Templar Assassin from getting their damage out, so Hokori, they can target down the support in the Bane, and now they're going to consider chasing Pablo as well. They won't be able to catch up. It's going to be Theolacor that deals the damage required, and meanwhile, this frees up Adrian to jump middle. He's going to look for a TP if they got a stun. Oh, he jumps too far over.
High jump champion 2022 just absolutely leapfrogging over him, and well,
look to recontrol the map, put themselves in a position where when these abilities come back up, then they can look to maybe get a T2 tower.
Dire's top tower is under
careful. I
attack.
suppose there's no stuns coming, but just the Marcy showing in the lane.
Oh, he's gonna go for, no. What a read, man. What a read from Hokori. You already saw Theolacor and Lumiere started to path their way to the next creep wave, anticipating the Queen of Pain from going for another. And now they get the hook mid. Okay.
And if they can get that,
up,
then they can get a great A question.
Great positioning once again. One hit. Oh, they killed the Undying, but it might not matter as Adrian's in trouble. Refraction's back up, but look at the Scotty slow. There's no detection though, so Adrian's going to be okay inside the melt, but the rest of the team, they might be in trouble. Jarchi gets the blink, and same with Adrian. They're still going to look to cut them off though. Gardick with the buyback, TP to the outpost. Wait, Adrian, you can't move into this fight. You can't re-engage. TA goes down. Lumiere with the cleanup. This Terrorblade is doing too much damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I admire the guts to be able to go for that, but you just can't do it on your own. You've got to have the boys there. Pablo, again, he is the one that needs to be taking a lot of this attention away. He wasn't who you led with. It meant that they got all of that damage onto the TA. That's the vision, man. They've just got vision down everywhere, completely choking Mad Kings inside of their own base, and like King's Landing, it's about to fall.
Radiant's
like that?
Yes. Multiple Game of Thrones references now. Okay. I see. Second set of acts.
We're Dan Aries, you know. This is,
I get it.
Comes with the territory.
The Observe Ward freshly placed. They had the vision of the Bane under the tower. Instantly getting rid of the tree as well. Who was that? Beautiful play, whoever it was, cuts down the tree. Sharpshooter's going to be expended. And a second full set of barracks going Hokori's way. 10,000 net worth lead. Hokori
this is it. Like, you have to commit. There's no other choice.
Just falling more.
Scout this.
Gonna get the jump on the support instead. Adrian should be able to pick up the Aegis, so they have the second life to play with, but he doesn't have any other members on Mad Kings nearby. Pablo's back in base, Arzen's on the left side, but they're gonna kite out the Hoodwink. They'll surround the TA on the respawn and jump to the left side on Pablo's escape, making sure there'll be no survivors because Analog is sniffing out the Hoodwink, just missing, but they call it. They call